Yesterday we have seen that how to install Java, how to open Eclipse. You have seen that in the last class. Friends, can you please be in a mute, please? Will you please be in a mute, please, everyone? Please. Yeah. So yesterday we have seen that how to install Java and how to install Eclipse and how to create a project and how to create a package and class we have seen in the last class. Today we are going to be discuss about that. What is the Java class and what is the interface? Friends, still I am able to hear some people voice. Will you please be in a mute? Please try to understand. Otherwise, will get disturbed. Please. Okay, fine. Now let me show you starting from how to create a project package, then we'll continue with how to work with classes interface. Friends, still I am seeing like some people are in unmute. Divya Anusha, please be in a mute. Otherwise, I keep everyone in mute, please. Let me keep everyone in mute. So I put everyone in mute, okay? Because you people are not understanding what I'm saying that. So fine. So let's try to create a new project in Eclipse. Now, how to create a new project? Go to the file menu, a Java project. Yes, there let's give like August 9:30 offer batch. Okay, so 9:30 a.m. offer batch. So for every project you create will be associated with the Java libraries. What version of Java libraries you want to associate your project, where we can select by creating the project itself. In my computer I have Java 8 get installed. That's why by default Java 8 libraries got associated by the time I'm creating the project. Just click on finish. Yes, project got created. So these are the Java libraries and dummy SRC folder has presented once you create a project. Down the project, we create a packages. Creating the package, we will be following some standards. The first package name should be starts with the lowercase and starting name should be starts with the company domain name and the package name should be maintained as a dotted structure. These are the protocols we have to follow in creating the packages. Just right click on a package or project, new package. There we give like ICICI dot loans dot home loans. While seeing to understand that, okay, you're working for so and so client, and these are main loans is a main module, home loans is one sub module. Like this, easy can understand that. So whatever the home loans related functionalities will be defining under this home loans package. Okay, like this, I can have many packages we can create. If you want to create one more package, just right click on existing package, new package. A simple last name you can change it. Instead of home loans, I was giving as car loans. So likewise, I can create a number of packages down the project. So internally, maintaining the packages in a data structure means internally it represents yeah, Sai Kumar, don't worry, I'll give the recordings, okay? All those things. So internally, the package will be represented in a subfolders. If you want, I can show you that. Just right click on a project, properties, go to your project root directory. Yes. See friends, here we can see our project, August 9:30 a.m. offer batch. Here SRC folder. Under this, com is one folder, ICICI is one subfolder, loans is one subfolder, under this car loans, home loans. So the reason behind maintaining a package in a dotted structure internally represents as a subfolder as category. Okay, na? Fine. Next, under the package, what we create means we create a classes and interfaces. How do we create a class? On what package you want to create a class? Select that package, right click on it, new class. Here we give the class name. So giving the class name, we should follow some standards, naming conventions. How many words you want to give it as a class name or interface, your wish. But each word starting character must be the uppercase. FIR is the first class. For every class, default access modifier is a public, and super class is always be the object class. Default access modifier is public, and super class is always be the object class. For every class to execute, there will be a main method, which is nothing but public static void main string args. This is what we are saying in the last class. And if you want to print any statements in Java, we use a statement called system.out.println. Okay, Arun Kumar, no need to set these parts. Earlier, people used to set the parts in older Eclipses, but in current new Eclipses, not required to set any Java parts. Okay, sir, not required. If you want to set means in system environment variables, we need to set. But earlier Eclipse versions to open, we need to set a Java part in system environment variables. Nowadays, it's not required, sir. Understood? Yeah. So fine. If we want to print any statements, okay, we use a statement called system.out.println. A shortcut in each word, 3 characters we need to type. System sys out out, just to give control space. Here we give some message. Like this. To run this program, yes, it happens. This is what we have seen in the last class. Now today we are going to discuss about what is a class and what is an interface, detailed explanation. Now we are going to be discuss. Fine. Okay. Now, what is a class? A class is a plan or a template or a blueprint. Anything we can see. A class is a plan, a template or blueprint. Friends, class is a plan means we have to plan. It is a template means we have to plan something inside a class. Yes or no? We have a registration form template. What we have to do? We have to fill something inside the registration form. Yes or no? A similar way, class is a plan or template means we have to plan something inside a class. What we have to plan inside the class? Yes, we have to plan some data properties and behaviors. We are planning inside the class some data properties and behaviors. Friends, making you understand, if you want to build any, if you want to work with any project, 2 things are required. One is the data and second is operations. Suppose example, you have a bank account. You want to know your banking transaction history. So you go to the banker asking for banker, will you please provide me my bank transaction history? Now against to your question, what banker is asking you? Yes, why not? Will you please provide your bank ID? Where bank ID is a data or not? Without providing the bank ID data, the banker cannot process the operations. Yes or no? To process any operation, data is a must. Every data will be processed the operation, right? Yes. So data and operations acts a vital role for any kind of application. So inside a class, we are planning some data properties and behaviors. What are the data is required will be stored in the class, and using the data we'll do some operations inside a behaviors. All the operations will define inside a behaviors. Behaviors are nothing but methods. Okay, na? So inside a class we must plan some properties and some behaviors. One example to say you, if you want to construct one building, what we require? One building plan. Yes or no? If you want to construct a building, we require a building plan. So what that building plan consists of? Building plan consists of various rooms measurements. How do I know various rooms measurements needs to plan in a piece of paper? Client requirement, friends. Client is saying, hey Ravi, I'm having 200 square yards of land with me. I want to construct a double bedroom in that. The client is given requirement to the architecture. Then architecture start designing according to the client requirement given. He has taken a piece of paper. In the piece of paper, he is giving the dimensions for 200 square yards. Inside that 200 square yards of plan, he was planning for various rooms measurements like a master bedroom measurement, children bedroom measurement, hall measurement, like this. He was planning inside a piece of paper. Friends, plan doesn't contains any state. Plan is a virtual. Building plan is a virtual. It don't have any state, right? How can we execute that building plan? How can we execute that building plan? Yes, we can execute the building plan with the help of the building blocks. Yes, friends, we have planned how much square yards of land it is, how many square feet it took to construct the building. According to the estimation of square feet construction, that much material we are purchasing. As per the planning of the square feet, we are purchasing the building blocks like this many bags of cement, this many tons of sand, this many liters of paint, this many square feet of tiles. Like this, we are planning according to the plan, right? According to the plan we design, we are purchasing all the building blocks. With the help of the building blocks only, we are executing that plan in constructing in real world. Then only the building has a state. Yes or no? Yes. As per you design a plan, we are purchasing a building blocks. With the support of the building blocks, we are executing the building plan in constructing in real world. Then only the building has a state. The similar way, in Java is a plan, template or blueprint. So we have to plan something inside the class, like how we plan the various rooms measurements in a piece of paper to construct a building. A similar way, for a class, we have to plan something. The something is some data properties and some behaviors. Okay, next question comes. How many data properties, how many behaviors do I need to plan? That's the question. So based on the client requirement. Friends, even you have planned in a piece of paper based on the client requirements, right? No, having 200 square yards of land, want to construct double bedroom. That is the requirement given by the client. The similar way, how many data properties, how many behaviors I need to plan inside the class means, yes, as per the client requirement. Suppose client is saying, Ravi, I want to do some calculations. Okay, sir, what kind of calculations wants to do here? I want to do addition and subtraction calculations I want to do. Okay, sir. For to do addition subtraction, I require some data. Yes, sir, no? Okay, I decided the behaviors. One is the addition behavior. Second is the subtraction behavior. Inside that behaviors, we write the operations, addition operation, subtraction operation. Okay, for that, do the operation, we require some test data. How many I need to plan for that? Yes, for addition subtraction, minimum 2 input variables to do the addition subtraction and 1 more variable to store the result. So totally 3 properties I require. Yes, I know 3 properties I require. One is order integer types. Int a equals to 10, b equals to 20, and to store the result a plus b or a minus b, 1 more variable as a result. Like this, I was planned 3 data properties inside a class and 2 behaviors. One is public void add method. Another behavior is public void sub method. Public void sub method. Like these 2 behaviors and 3 data properties I have planned inside the class. For these behaviors, I must define operations. Addition operation in this, subtraction operation I must define in these behaviors. Okay, what I will do? Result equals a plus b, and I would like to print this result. What is the statement we use? System.out.println. The shortcut is sysout control space. Now here we are giving the meaningful message. Addition of A and B is concatenation giving as a result. You may have a doubt. Ravi, you are saying between A and B we have a plus operation is there. You are saying it's addition. In between these two, You are saying plus is a concatenation. What is that? Can you please give the clarity? Yes, I will give the clarity on this. Here I do the addition plus. Here plus is doing the concatenation. What is the difference? Yeah. First here between the plus a and b are the number type variables. Yes or no? Integer means it takes the integer number data. So int a equal 10, b equal 20. All are integer data, right? So when placed between we have a two integer type data, then it is the addition. Between the plus two number type are there means it does the addition. Two number type means either both can be integer, either AB can be the float, one can be the integer, one can be the float. Everything comes under number type only. Okay, the numbers. So between the plus, if you have number type variables, it does the addition. But here, these two types between the plus two are not integer. Only the result is an integer type variable, and where anything is represented in double quotations is represented as a string type. So two different data types between plus is there means it does the concatenation. Understanding? Between two different data types, between having a plus operator means it does the concatenation. Two similar data types between plus is there means it does the addition. Understood the difference? Yes. Now let's do the operation for subtraction. Result equals a minus b, and I was printing that result. Subtraction of a and b is concatenation and giving as a result. Just I have planned some data properties and some behaviors I have planned inside the class. If I want to run this plan, just click on run. Nothing will happen. Only he is coming. That's it. He only is coming. That nothing is coming because we have just a plan in a class. Like how you plan various rooms. But just explain concatenation and plus. Okay, fine. So one of the person is asking, can you please clarify once again the plus usage? Okay, see friend here between the plus operator, A and B are of what type of data? I'm unmuting, please respond. I'm unmuting everyone. Yeah. Between
Integer.
the A and B values, these two are integers. Which means these two are the integer data. When two integer data between plus is there means it does the addition. It can be both as an integer or both can be float. Between plus is it does the addition. But in this case, is this an integer? Is this called as integer? String. Anything is represented in double quotations, that's called as a string. This is a string type data. This is a number type data. And two different data types between plus is there means it does the concatenation, combining. Got it, sir?
Yeah, got it.
Yes,
Sir, one more question is there.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Suppose we declare A as double and B as integer, then what will be the result?
That's what I said, right? See, whether these two are integer or these two are floats or one is integer, one is a float, everything is number type, right? Data of the plus is number type.
Yes, sir.
The number type can be integer or float or double, whatever, doesn't matter. In between any number type plus is that means it does the addition. Two different data types are nothing but it does the concatenation. Got it, sir?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm muting everyone once again because you people are not listening. Even I say that to mute everyone. Fine. So, fine. I have just planned some data properties and some behaviors inside a class. Just a plan. If I want to execute this class plan, nothing will happen. This will not execute. If you want to execute this plan, we need to create a class object. How you execute the building plan? While purchasing building blocks. According to the plan, we have purchased the building blocks. With the help of the building blocks only, we have executed the building plan. Yes, see, nothing, see, we are doing operation. We can do multiplication also. See what we do? We give multiplication like this. So what we give? A into B, like this. That's it. A into B, we give that. So what we give? Multiplication of A and B. Result is what is storing this? Footprints here. Understanding? Got it? Fine. Now, how can we execute this class plan? Means yes, we need to create a class object. With the help of the class object creation only, we can give the state for these class plan properties and behaviors. So where do I need to create an object for this class? Means where do I create an object for this class? Means inside a main method, because main method is a execution point for every class. Main method is a execution point for every class. So inside the main method, I would like to create an object for the class. Before creating the object for a class, I would like to give some information, but to make you better understanding, how do we create an object for the class? Okay, int x equal to some 100, I was giving that. 100 is an integer object. I'm explaining you, 100 is an integer object. Where I am storing this 100 integer object? Into the x variable. And what is the type of this x? Integer type, because object is integer object, storing into of type int type. Suppose here string name equals to Ravi Lela. So Ravi Lela is a string object storing into name variable and is of type string type. Understanding? Now we are creating the first class object. We are getting object for the first class. We are getting object for the first class. So how we create? New first class of. New first class of. This is the object for the class. New first class is a object. Now where I am storing this object? Store into one variable. Like how we store the integer object into one variable, string object into one variable. Similar way, class object also you store into one variable, obj, anything I can do that. And what is the type of this object? What is the type of this object? Same class type. Integer object storing into int type. String object storing into string type. Class object storing into the same class type. What's the class type? First class type. Is everyone understood the way to create a class object? Everyone understand? Friends?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. So the way to create object, I explained you before how to create. I explained this concept, then I came here. Okay, I think everyone can understand this. Fine. So we are creating object for this class. So this is the class object storing into one variable of type the same class type. Object is first class object storing into the same class type. With this class reference variable, I am going to access the whatever I have planned inside the class. A variable, B variable, result variable coming from a first class, and add method from first class, multiplication method from first class, subtraction method from first class. Getting or not? We can call with this class reference variable only. Obj dot multiplication. See, if I run this program, now we can expect the class functionalities will execute. Here, addition of A and B. So A plus B does the 10 plus 20, 30 came. For subtraction, 10 minus 20 is a minus 10. For multiplication, 10 into 20, 200 has come. Got it, friends? Yep.
Yes, sir.
So we are planning some properties and some behaviors inside a class. So how we are accessing this class plan properties and behaviors? By creating object for the class.
When you create an object for class, is it required every time to enter new first class, or else is it the same whatever the class name has been given should be updated?
See, for which class properties behaviors you want to execute. For the class object only we need to create, right? Got it, sir?
Yeah, but you have added extra like new right in front of the first class.
This is the object. This is the object for this class. New is a keyword. New is a keyword which allocates memory for this class.
Okay.
Okay. New is
So
a
it's
keyword
not
which allocates
mandatory.
memory for this. Sorry.
So
Friends,
any
we are getting
keyword
lot
can be
of
used, right?
disturbance. Friends, we're getting lot of disturbance. Please mute your TVs. Why you are watching the movies? I don't know. Nishita. Nishita. I don't know why these guys are interested or not. I don't know. Simply coming and disturbing others. Come on. Who is that? Can you please come again and answer question what you asked?
So when you say you are just using the keyword for memory purpose, so is it
Huh?
mandatory that we have to use only new or else any other keyword can be used there?
It's a new only. New is a keyword which allocates memory.
Okay, okay. So the
Okay.
default we have to use when you are creating an object.
Default.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Creating
Thank you.
object for the class is new keyword and give the class name of. This is a class object storing into one variable of type same class type. Got it, sir?
Sir,
Yes,
while
sir. Thank you.
declaring variables, we have not provided new, right, sir? So still we are treating them as an object, right?
For variables is different, madam. Syntax for creating object for class is different. Understanding?
Yes.
The int x equal to 100. This is 100 is an integer object. This is a class object representation. Got it?
Got it. Thank you.
See, if you want a house means you can go with the villa or you can go with the independent house. We go with the duplex house. House is house. The way of representing the duplex and villa is different. Yes or no? So integer object is like this. Class object means this syntax. Okay, no? New class name of. This is a class object. Got it? Fine. Next question. What is a class? If anybody asks, you could say class is a plan or template or a blueprint. Anything you can see. Next question. What class plan contains? The class plan contains some set of properties and some set of behaviors class contains. Next question comes. What kind of behaviors are those? What kind of behaviors are those? These behaviors are concrete behaviors. The behaviors are concrete behaviors. Concrete behaviors means the behavior which is having some body, open close curly brackets, which means inside this body we can give some body implementation. So these kind of behaviors we call as a concrete behaviors. Okay. Java class contains behaviors of type concrete behaviors, 100% concrete behaviors, which has some body like this. Now, next question. How can we access the class planned properties and behaviors? How can we access all these class planned properties and behaviors? Means by class object creation in a main method. So what is the process of creating object for the class? New class name of new class name of is a class object storing into this class object storing into one variable and is of type first class type. What class object you created? The same class type we are storing into this. So with this class reference of variable, we can access what are all I have planned inside a class, data, properties, behaviors, everything I can access through this class reference variable. Next question. Next question. Friends, we have one building plan. We have one building plan. So same building plan, can I construct n number of villas? With same building plan, can I construct multiple villas? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Same building plan. Yes, sir. Row villas we are talking right now. Same plan we are executing in constructing multiple villas. So for every construction of villa, we need to purchase the building blocks. Yes or no? For each villa construction, to execute the same plan, we have to purchase n number of building blocks. 10 villas you want to execute with the same plan. 10 different building blocks, we have to purchase it. Similar way, one class plan can execute multiple times in creating multiple class objects. New class is a collection of objects. For one class, we can have multiple objects storing into one variable obj1 of type first class type. Okay, so obj1 dot add obj1 dot sub obj1 dot multiplication. Class is collection of objects. For one class, we can create n number of class objects. If you want to execute the same class plan again and again, yes, you create multiple class objects, because class is collection of objects. We can create n number of objects. So if I run this program, yes, getting right? This is the first object getting the output, second object is getting the output. Understanding or not? Is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it about the Java class. So next we talk about interface. So to create an interface, so we need to follow this naming conventions, like how we create a Java class following the naming conventions, same naming
Sorry to
conventions.
interrupt you.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
So you just created the multiple object for the to create instance of class. So we can create multiple objects for the same class, right? No, sir. I mean, you were trying to say that.
Yes. Class is collection of objects. We can get n number of objects for single class plan.
Okay. And the same data properties and behaviors can be accessed under multiple objects, right?
Yes. Yes. See here with OBJ, I'm accessing all class properties and behaviors. Here also with this reference, I can access class behaviors and properties.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Good.
Yeah. And next come to the interface. So under this package, I would like to create an interface. So let's right click on this package, new interface. So naming convention should start with uppercase. If I give lowercase means it gives the warning. Just like how you follow the rule for creating
Hello, sir.
friends, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Now you are.
Sorry,
Now you are
friends,
audible.
power has gone.
Now we are audible.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Suddenly power has gone. I was connected to my hotspot to the mobile. Okay, fine. Here to create an interface, we must follow the standards. The starting letter must be the uppercase. Suppose I want to create a one Reserve Bank of India RBI, R caps BI. The default access modifier for every interface will be the public. Okay, and there is no superclass for these interfaces, and there is no main method checkbox also to select. Okay, now just give the interface name. Default access modifier is public. Just click on finish. That's it. You can easily identify what is interface, what is a class. For interfaces, we have an interface keyword. For classes, we has a class keyword. Understanding or not? Okay, class keyword. Yeah. Now next, what is the interface? Friends, if you want to draw the money, where you go? You go to the ATM interface. Where ATM is an interface where user interface on interface. How you are taking the online sessions? By using the interface called laptop. Yes or no? Where interface in drawing the money is a ATM machine. The interface to take the online sessions is a desktop or laptop or mobile. Yes, where user interacts is called interface. Then what interface contains? Interface provides some services. See, ATM machine is one interface. It provides some services like withdrawing the money, depositing the money, getting the mini statement, etc., like these services it provides. Even taking the online sessions, the interface is a laptop. There it provides some services like GoToMeeting is one service, Zoom is one service, Notepad is one service. All these are services are available inside a laptop interface. Yes or no? Fine. Now come to this point. Once if you want to draw the money, where do you go? You go to the ATM machines, where ATM machines provide some services like a withdraw, deposit, and mini statement, etc., etc. If you want to draw the money, you only bothered about to click on the service name called withdrawal, but you're not bothered about getting the logic behind the withdrawal. Only you bothered about to get the money after clicking on the withdrawal service. That's it. So once you click on withdrawal service, the code we can see only the service name, withdrawal service only we can see that, but we cannot see the implementation details for withdrawal. So which means the withdrawal service implementation has been given somewhere else. So once I click on a service called withdrawal, it is including the implementation logic of withdrawal and executing that withdrawal statements and giving cash into your interface ATM. Yes or no? As to understand here, what is the interface means hiding the implementation details while exposing service names is called as an interface. See, in ATM, it only exposes services, but implementation is hiding. Yes or no? Yes. Best example to understand interface is the ATM machines. Okay, na? Fine. Next, come to this inside the interface, what it contains. Interface contains properties and behaviors. Even interface contains properties and behaviors. Let me define it. So x equal to some property are given, and behavior also it resides. It also contains behavior. Public void withdrawal. Friends, interface contains properties and behaviors, I said, but when I was giving the behavior, it was getting some error. If any error comes, just the mouse over and read it. Abstract methods do not specify a body, which means interface will take properties and behaviors only. But what kind of behaviors means? Abstract behaviors. 100% my interface takes the abstract behaviors. Where abstract behaviors don't have any body, friends. Where concrete behaviors in class which has some body like open close curly brackets. Abstract behaviors don't have this body. Just method name ends with a semicolon. That's it is called as an abstract behavior. Now see friends, that's what we're getting an error when I was giving concrete behaviors inside an interface. What is saying the error? Abstract methods do not specify a body. So inside the interface, 100% abstract methods will be there. It doesn't contain the body, open, close, curly brackets. See down there is 3 quick fixes are available. Can you please tell me which quick fix can I take to resolve this problem? Come on.
So third one.
Remove method body.
The last
Third
one,
one.
remove method.
Remove method body. Remove method body. See here, this is what the syntax for the abstract method. Abstract method, abstract behavior. Just a method prototype. Method name ends with semicolon. This is called method prototype. Method implementation is not there. Understanding? This method is called as a abstract method, where these kind of methods we call concrete behavior, which has body is concrete, which doesn't has a body, we call as a abstract behavior. Okay, now 1 second, friends. I'm switching my network to the regular network. Friends, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So you
Yes,
have
sir.
I have switched to the alternative network. Okay, fine, fine. Now, interface contains properties and behaviors of type abstract behaviors. 100% interface takes abstract behaviors. So, public void deposit, like this n number of abstract behaviors I'm having inside an interface. Now, How can I access the interface properties and abstract behaviors? As everyone knows the information, how we have access the class properties and behaviors through class object creation. You could say the answer the same. Okay, let's try it in creating object for the interface to access this properties and abstract behaviors. Friends, where do we create objects generally? Where do we create objects generally? Come on.
Main
Under
main
Main
method,
method.
In the main method, sir.
Main method.
inside the main method.
Friends, once
Go
we
sleep.
create, once we are creating the interface, we didn't see any main method checkbox. Yes or no? We didn't see any
Yeah.
main method checkbox.
No, no, sir.
Okay,
We do not see any.
let's type main control space. Let's have main structure like this. Okay, let's try to create an object for the interface. How do we create? New RBA of store into one variable of type RBA type. Is it allowed to create object? No.
No, sir.
Why? See here, if I mouse over, it says the error. See friends, any error comes, make habit to mouse over to watch the error message. Okay, cannot instantiate the type RBA. Why it is not allowing to instantiate the object for interface means because inside the interface there are incompleted methods are there without giving implementation methods. These are called abstract methods or incompleted methods are there. What is the meaning of creating an object for interfaces to accessing the incompleted methods? There is no meaning. Yes or no? That's why syntactically it was not allowing to create object for the interfaces. So how can I means? So we need to implement the interface abstract methods in some chain classes. For example, to understand, father is having two empty lands. At end of the stage, that properties will be given to the child. What child will do? Child will construct on what father given lands. Yes or no? Similar way, the RBA interface abstract methods will be get implemented in some child classes. Through the child class reference only, we are going to be access them. But inside the interface, we cannot. So for that, what I will do, I will have one class creating. I was creating one class which is like ICICI. In this class, I will be giving implementation for RBA abstract methods. How do I implement here? Just by using the implements keyword. Implements. See friends, anything you just type 3 characters. In implements, IMP control space. Automatically the keyword comes. What I need to implement here? What I need to implement here? RBA interface. Then give RBA. Then chain class is spotting the error. What is saying that? Tell me friends, read the error message and try to say the quick fix. Come on. Read the error message and tell me the quick fix.
Add unimplemented method.
Add unimplemented
Yes.
method.
Yes, what the error says, the type ICICI must implement the inherited abstract methods of RBA. Do you want to implement in ICICI? Yes, I want to implement ICICI. Then take a chance, a quick fix called add unimplemented methods in ICICI class. Click on it. What are all the unimplemented methods are there in RBA interface are getting implemented in this child class. Now here I am giving the implementation like this. This out. I am overridden withdrawal in ICICI. Okay, and similar way is giving here I am overdone deposit in ICICI. So which means the RBA abstract methods gets override in a child class. Who will have a rights to access this overridden methods means child class only. See friends, father is having empty lands. Given the properties to that child as inherently, then child has constructed building on that father given properties. That property belongs to whom now? Child only. Yes or no? Similarly, so who can access these behaviors? Child class only, ICICI class. So what we do? We create object for ICICI class. Where do we create object for ICICI class? Where do we create? In a main method. Main. Here we create object for ICICI. New ICICI of storing into a variable, any variable is of type ICICI class type. So with this I dot deposit is coming from ICICI, I dot withdraw is coming from ICICI. See if I run this program, coming or not? And this interface abstract methods can be implemented in multiple child classes. Suppose, see friends, RBI is the Reserve Bank of India. Okay, na? Every child banks like HDFC, ICICI, Kotak Mahindra, if you want to draw the money, what is the service we use to click to draw the money? What is service you click generally in any banks to draw the money? Withdrawal. Yes or no?
Withdrawal.
Because
Yes, yes.
every child banks has to be follow the rules of RBI. The implementation logic bank to bank can be varied, but the service name should be the same. Wherever you go, ICICI, HDFC, Kotak, everywhere the service name is withdrawal only, but the logic for withdrawal bank to bank will be varied. But end of the day, giving money only. Yes or no? Like one interface abstract methods can be implemented into multiple classes or not? Yes or no? Can I? Yes. Now suppose HDFC Bank. I want to start new service HDFC. So I will follow the protocols of RBI in implementing the logic. So what I will do for HDFC separate class I was creating HDFC. In this class, I would like to implement the RBI abstract methods in HDFC. How do I implement? Implements. What I need to implement? Interface RBI. Then child class costs there. Same to same. What it says? The type HDFC must implement the inherited abstract methods. You want to implement? Yes. Here give. Sorry. Let me copy
Sir?
paste. Yes.
I have a doubt, sir.
One second, sir. Let me print this. 1 second. I am overrun withdrawal in HDFC. Deposit in HDFC. Now, who can access this wow behavior, friends? Come on. Access this HDFC, right? Given implementation in HDFC class can access by HDFC class object creation only. Where do we create HDFC class object? In
Main method.
yes. New HDFC of is a HDFC class object storing in difference variable like H or anything and of type HDFC class type. Now H dot deposit from HDFC, H dot withdraw is coming from HDFC. If I run this program, yes, the implemented methods are coming here. Yeah, tell me, friend, one of you asked the question. Can you please go ahead?
Yes, sir. So I was asking, sir, whether it is necessary to implement all the methods, sir, the abstract methods in the interface, or we can implement only one method.
Okay, I will tell this concept in the next session, tomorrow session.
Okay, sir.
Then they'll come to understanding this point. What you ask the question, it will get clarified in tomorrow session. Okay.
But I
Okay,
have one doubt.
Yes. Go
Sir,
ahead,
we
madam.
already have a class, so why do we need the interface then? Like,
See, vendor to vendor requirement is vary. Then we declare the method as an abstract method. I say this one vendor. HDFC is one vendor. Understanding? Everyone has to follow the RBI standards. The services must be the same. The implementation. Yes or no? Yes or no?
and Sir, one more question. I'm trying to run that RBI interface, so it's not giving me any output.
Sorry.
I'm trying to run the RBI class, that interface.
Huh?
So can you please run this one, the RBI.java?
This one. We
Yeah.
don't get any output. We don't get any output. We cannot create an object without getting an object for interface. How can we? But by
Okay.
getting an object for interface, will it allow us? It will not. Why? Some unimplemented behaviors are there which don't have any body for these methods. Just a method prototype. Does it contains any body implementation? Tell me.
No.
Then what is the meaning of getting an object? That's why syntactically it is not allowing. Cannot
Oh.
instantiate the type RBI because it doesn't have any meaning for these behaviors. Method prototype. No implementation is there for this method here. That's why interface itself cannot create an object. So what we can do? We need to implement interface abstract methods in n number of child classes. I implement ICS here, right? And access. I implemented in HDFC, right? Access to HDFC. Got it?
Got it. Thank you, sir.
Vendor to vendor, requirements are varying. See, ICS, their own implementation for withdrawal, but service should be withdrawal. HDFC wants to use the implement for withdrawal. The service should be the same. Implementation can be varying. Understanding, right?
Yes,
The
sir.
kind of functionalities you declare as an interface abstract methods. These methods can be implemented as you like. Service will be the same. Yes or no?
Yes.
See, if you find a red bus is there, blue bus is there, something, lal bus is there. They are providing the. See, if you go to red bus, the same bus will be there. If you go to lal bus, the same bus will be there. But service providers are different. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You can book in red bus, we can book in lal bus. The same bus will be there. But where you are booking doesn't mean important. But the implementation for booking for red bus and lal bus is different. Yes or no? The process for booking red bus and lal bus is different. But end of the day is booking a ticket. Yes or no?
Yes.
Requirement is very there. Really? Fine. So when the requirements is dynamic vendor to vendor, then you declare as an interface as abstract methods. These abstract methods can implement in wherever classes you want. There you implement using just by implements, you the interface name, and you get implement here and access with this implement class object creation only. And one more question: what is interface? Hiding implementation details while exposing service names is called as the interface. Interface contains properties and behaviors of what type of behaviors? 100% abstract behaviors. A method, a behavior which ends with semicolon, that's called as an abstract behavior. So can object for interfaces means no, we cannot create an object for the interfaces. Because why? No body is there for any of these methods inside an interface. There is no meaning of accessing the abstract methods with the interfaces. That's why we cannot directly create object for interface, but indirectly we can do, friends. Indirectly we can do. I'll tell you, friends. This interface abstract methods gets implemented in how many classes? This RBI abstract methods gets implemented in how many classes? Come on.
Unlimited, sir.
Multiple classes.
In
Unlimited.
which classes I have given implementation for this abstract methods? Tell me
HDFC.
the class names. ICICI and
HDFC.
HDFC. In these two classes, I have given implementation for RBI abstract methods. So what I will do, first I will be giving the RBA interface reference variable. Now I am creating object for ICICI class, new ICICI. This is the process of creating object for a class, right? Now I will be creating the object for HDFC also, new HDFC. Understanding? Now I created object for the ICICI class and HDFC, because why? The interface abstract methods gets implemented in this class and in this class. So this respective implementation class objects I was creating, and where I am storing the into the interface reference. Okay, interface reference variable can hold a multiple implementation class objects. Now let me access I dot deposit. Is coming from where, friends? Deposit is coming from where? RBI. Because why? I is of what type? RBI type. RBI contains deposit or not? That's why in compilation time it was showing deposit as a RBI type. Now I dot withdrawal is coming from where? From RBI. Because why? I is of what type? RBI type. RBI contains withdrawal or not? Yes. In compilation time, it is giving deposit withdrawal as RBI type, but runtime these methods are executed of this implemented object methods. Okay. Similar here also, I dot deposit is in compilation time showing as a RBI deposit method. Even I dot withdrawal also coming from RBI withdrawal, but runtime these methods are being executed in this object implemented methods. See here. For this, giving or not? For this, is giving or not? This concept is called polymorphism. One to many. One interface reference a variable holding multiple implementation class objects. Yes or no? One interface reference a variable is holding the multiple implementation class objects. So when I are calling these methods, compilation time, deposit withdrawal are showing as the interface behaviors, but runtime it executes the methods of in this class implemented methods. Understanding or not? Directly we cannot create object for interface. In this concept, polymorphism concept, we can access. Is everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Can you explain
polymorphism,
one?
one second.
One to many. One interface reference holding multiple implementation class objects. One to many. One interface is holding multiple objects or not? One to many. Okay. This interface abstract methods gets implemented in multiple child classes. So all implementation child class objects I am holding with one interface reference. So that's what one to many. That's called polymorphism. Understood?
Yeah, got it.
Directly we cannot create object, but indirectly with this kind we can access. That too when we can access, when this interface abstract methods gets implemented in some child classes, then that child class object stored into the interface reference. In that way only we can access. Get it? Is everyone clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
Yes,
What
sir.
we
Yes,
have
sir.
discussed about the Java class and interface. Friends, one update. Till now we can see even people has done the so from today onwards, who has done the payments, you'll be getting the recordings, all those things. From tomorrow onwards, the payments for them only. You'll be getting the all the recordings and you'll be getting the link also. If anybody is supposed to pay the fee, please call to these numbers. Please call to these numbers for the payments. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
So
I have
yesterday I paid.
any videos.
Yeah, you'll be getting today onwards. You'll be getting recordings from today onwards. Okay.
Okay. Sir, I have
in
one
which
more
link?
doubt in Selenium. Sorry, in Eclipse. When we go to Eclipse, project will be like which type, Maven type, or which type of project we need to create?
As of now, we have created Java project. I'll tell you how to create Maven project also. In real time, we use Maven project only.
So now which type of project we need to create for practice?
Java project. Java project.
Java. Okay.
Now I show you Java project.
Okay, thank you. And
Okay.
sir, down it is giving some error like JDK error, some error it is showing.
For what, madam?
Uh, can I share my screen?
Yes, yes. Who is this? Who is this?
It's Ishita.
1 second. Can you please speak, please, Ishita? Ishita? Ishita.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Ishita.
Ishita, I'm giving control. Can you please accept again?
Pardon, sir, I didn't get.
1 second. I'm giving control. Just a minute. Make present. Yeah. Can you please accept?
Yes, sir.
What was the issue?
Okay. That window gone. So just a second, my window has gone.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ravi, Shavi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
Yeah. Should we have a new link from tomorrow onwards or the same link?
From tomorrow, link will be changing, sir. Link will be changing.
Okay. Will it be intimated? Because I made the payment on Thursday.
Yes, yes. 21 people we have received the payment. Today you can expect the recordings who has done the payments. And tomorrow onwards, who has done the payments, those only will get the links. Okay, na?
So today you will send the videos, sir?
Today you can expect the recordings, madam. Today onwards you can expect the recordings. Okay?
Yesterday I have paid, sir. They have sent me a link, but it is not opening.
Which link, madam?
Sir, your link is opening, but videos are not getting, sir. Today you will send me, right?
No, I didn't share any recordings, madam. I didn't share any recordings.
Management has sent me a link, sir.
Sorry?
Access materials.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so today you send me.
Listen. I didn't share any information from my end. Today you can expect everything. Okay?
Sir, from here if I go to 5.
Today you can expect. Okay? Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Madam, you click on project, madam. There you click on project. There you click on project.
Okay, this.
No. Go to file menu, project. New project. New in the top. Project. Yes. There you select Java project. Next.
Fine.
Okay, got it, ma'am?
It was giving some error. I'll try it and I'll let you know in tomorrow's class.
Okay, fine. No issues. Okay. And one more thing, friends. I'm thinking in chat box. 1 second. Just a minute. So friends, I'm taking these phone numbers in chat box as well. Please take down, okay? And please call to these numbers to do the payments. Yes, I will share the notes as well, sir. I will share the notes. I will share the recorded videos, view access, and I will share the databases, whatever we are building the programs, everything. I will share the programs through GitHub server. Okay. Okay, friends. Yeah, friends, please do payments and we're calling to these numbers by today. Okay. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.